다다디 호그대는 나오는 게 오 용거지 망조데 가능 좀 들랑상 오용고 이제 뺀네 가지고 니 말에 될 가능 오 당도 근데 가능 좀 들이 또 뺀네 받쳐 버리게 참 우리 지로 제 짜지 못 따고 내리게
Hello. Rinpoche says Rinpoche holds this pill in Rinpoche's mouth because if Rinpoche does not hold this in his mouth, it's quite difficult to breathe in and out. But when he holds this in his, kept it in his mouth, this pill, then it's easily can breathe in and out. So this is Tibetan medical center med. There is a special medicine substances, so it is very energetic.
다시들 다자칼라 요보 상마단 대패바 상마 다시들 소이 다다가 그냥 것들인데 저쪽엔 강의들 다다다 용부지 정도 네 메인 라무랑 한번 통고요 때 강하고도 다다 게리 강엔 제법 가서들이 라서 목도로 다다들 다다 우게 recitation 전부디 reci 대지고 좀들 라상 그래도 근데 연습 통만 들이그래도 소토 통도 베테타오디 오그 민게 니바당 대타고 수바 이제도 저거도 제 제비 보면 정말 이렇게 다시 우리로 주로다 말데 목탕들들이 라탕들 하는 거 정말 탁 지금도 마시는 바도 상황되지는 약공도 우리 망조지 뭐 우리랑 싸을 나좀 보지 비 마시는 바 전부 다다 개버도 하고 또 요도 하고 뭐
Tahidele to all who are joining on the live streaming and who are in here in person. So actually, we took many medicines. When I was young, I took some medicines, but I did not feel that they are energized or they have the power or beneficial. But right now, I'm getting old, so then I take some medicines. It is really helpful. For example, there is a Tibetan special medicine called Rinchi Mangjur. Also, it's a black pill. So when I take this, it helps me a lot to breathe in and out. Actually, I love to speak with you, but sometimes I have difficulties to breathe in and out. So that's why when I take this Rinchi Mangjur pill, then it helps me to easily breathe in and out. So that's why you are young, but still if you take this medicine, it is really beneficial.
Page 1 of the Yellow Prayer Book. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Chidang Sancho Sambaye, Solan Devjin Japsun Je, Chedang Je De Je, Sancho Tone Je Bata, Sancho Samba Bala, Tedarim Jene Bata, Devjin Dola Pendonda, Sancho Semne Je, Na la ba lang Rinpoche la ba je.
I take refuge in the Buddha until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path.
Sanje Chedang Tuje Cholam La, Sanjo Badu Dane Japsum Je, Dage Jen So Jen Be So Nam Je, Dola Penso Sanje Drupchen Sho.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Nam Kadanyam Besim Jendam Jedevad Deve Jodam Demba Juje Donga Dan Donga Je Jodam Dava Juje Donga Me Bebe Vadam Dava Juje Nyeran Chadan Jedanda
May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. To the concise thousand-armed Chenrezig text, page number 4. Namo Lokeshvarawa. Dharmakaya, the unelaborated reality, protector, boundless light, Sambhogakaya, loving, supreme, noble Chenrezig, Nirmanakaya, Dharma King, Songtsen Gampo, we supplicate you. Please grant your blessings. The root lamas possessing the three kindnesses, with the supreme lamas of the oral transmission and treasure teachings, we supplicate you. Please grant your blessings. Please grant the ordinary and highest accomplishments.
Om Mahadodaya Deva Om Om Sobhavajada Sarvadam Sobhavajada Dombangan Om Rinpoche No Yanshim Yachevenan Om Ahum Shavale Durma Danshin Toba Meba Soba Meb Deva Cheba Jinebe Namkadan Tanyambaju.
From emptiness arises an Om, which transforms into a precious container, broad and vast. Within this are Om, Ah, Hung, which melt and transform into a pure, unlimited, uncontaminated Torma, extensive as the sky, capable of giving rise to the special, ultimate great bliss.
Om Ahum Tanam Dedubena Duda Om Ahum Peso Om Akara Moga Sarva Dharma Adedubena Duda Om Ahum Peso Om Akara Moga Sarva Dharma Adedubena Duda Om Ahum Peso Nama Sarva Dada Gada Ava Gada Om Sambara Sambara Ho Nama Sarva Dada Gada Ava Loike Om Sambara Sambara Ho Nama Sarva Dada Gada Ava Loike Sambara Sambara Ho Yom Denda Tibyen Ship Rinche Mala Somza La Tibyen Shakpa Somze Tamba La Somza Tibyen Shikpa Kunjam Le La Somza Tibyen Shikpa Shikpa Tamche Ta Yongse Tarve La Samsa Lu.
I pay homage to the exalted Tathagata Rinchen Mang. I pay homage to the Tathagata Zubje Dampa. I pay homage to the Tathagata Kuje Le. I pay homage to the Tathagata Jigpa Tamche Dang Yungsu Drowe La.
Garchen Rinpoche GBI Yongbo Dan Shazada Rinpoche Chen Sogata Simche Namban Hatuda Junshin Keba Soneba Tetan Tela Turmane Zawa Shanja Los Boda Dechen Deva Mamboda Jabandaya Gazula Nube Samba Shevada Simche Namba Nanda Teren Simche Jibarje Jinshen Jijen Tuna Chujuje Tarjen Yanda Dongla Tambaju Jumbo Kunla Cheba Babada Gelham Gejong Deon Tamzeta Senje Menje Kanyame Sove Kunula Kunjanda Ranga Nula Pelongla Jenla Nuba Mabzeje Chenbang Chunga Kandaje Luda Nuba Nuzebe Netanya Sundula Dunjuranga Nesoda.
Back to page 6. I pay homage, Spirits who wander by night, All Jungpo and flesh eaters, Simpo who consume raw meat, various types of beings, those who abide in branches of trees and so forth, and these individuals and others in this torma, made of meat, beer, radish, and mashed rice, many kinds of fruit, please enjoy this offering, pacify your harmful thoughts. From now on, develop the intent to help others, practice Dharma like an ornament, hold perfect samaya and pure vows, renounce chastising any jungpo, be ordained Shramanas and Brahmins. Everyone is afraid of weapons, and everyone values their own life. Take your own life as an example, and avoid causing harm to others. Om, all you spirits, strong or weak, to fully eliminate illness, especially dangerous to the body, return to your own abode.
Sarva Buddhange Om Sobhava Yuddha Savadar Sobhava Yuddha Tomba Ngale Drumle Rambo Nuso Su Janrange Meye Tambo Yonsu Jirba Chudze Ranje Tomba Tamba Chudze Sile Samek Deva Chinebe Chudze Samjebe
From emptiness arises a drum syllable that transforms into a precious container. The initial letters of each of the offerings appear and then transform into the offering substances with the nature of emptiness. Through contemplation, they transform into an unlimited cloud of offerings, which has the power to produce never-ending happiness.
Om Beda Agama Om Beda Padeng Om Beda Dube Om Beda Dube Om Beda Aloge Om Beda Gende Om Beda Nevede Tamje Dongaje Jamsole Tarvese Tukje Chembe Jenko Basa.
In order to liberate all sentient beings abiding in samsara from the ocean of suffering, I will meditate on the mandala of the Great Compassionate One.
Ranga Nyanka Bamle Bema Ale Davete Shaya Garbon Lewo Zentubet Atmadan Dobwe Chembeta Sang Sanje Dan Sancho Sembe Tojeko Dinja Namka Jenda Bede Dena Yoba.
In my heart is a palm which transforms into a lotus, and an ah which transforms into a moon cushion. On it is a vivid white tree radiating light. The light invites the lamas and the deities of the Great Compassionate One, surrounded by the assemblies of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, into the sky in front, to be seated on a lotus and moon cushions.
Om Loka Yore Sarva Buddha Bodhesa Sabare Vare Agam Badita Sova Om Loka Shora Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Sabhara Vara Padam Padita Sova Om Loka Shora Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Sabhara Vara Padita Sova Shora Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Sabhara Vara Padita Sova Om Lokeshwara Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Sabhara Vara Aloka Padita Sova Om Lokeshwara Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Sabhara Vara Bhenda Padita Sova Om Lokeshwara Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Sabhara Vara Niveda Padita Sova Om Lokeshwara Sarva Buddha Lama Tham Jeta Jemba Jengala Chota Soja Sanja San Sem Setan Je Sem Jen Korve Dona Saja Ram Yen Na Chen Den She So So Nyeda Pema Den La Ten Ba Yo Nunga Ye San Gu Be San Sa Lo Num Je Ye Dun Chu Ba Tam Ba Ye Derang Hune Ta Da san cho sen te sam je za ni la je ye ran te san ja ve shan ne sum ba ye chen ko sem chen nam la ko de so do da men je nyang ne da yin nam do ve dun do yo ba so va de da yin ge ve za va kan sa ba la me do ve san jo to ba shu.
Page 11. All lamas existing in the three times, the deities and the mandala of the Great Compassionate One, with the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, in order to eliminate the suffering of all beings in samsara, please come from your natural abodes. Please be seated here on the cushions of lotus, moon, and sun. I respectfully prostrate with holy speech and mind. Accept these holy offerings, real and imagined, from prior lifetimes until now. Whatever wrongful acts I did, I acknowledge and confess. I rejoice in the root virtues of ordinary people, Shravakas, Prachika Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas of the three times. For all living beings, please turn the wheel of Dharma, of the direct oral teachings of the victors of the three times. Those who wish for parinirvana will not benefit beings. Please accept my request that you remain to benefit beings. May I and other beings accumulating the root of virtue achieve the unexcelled perfect enlightenment.
Dana dong ha dan java sa vo deva dan te ba sa vo cha dan jave dan yola ne ba sa vo kam sam re jog sim chen dong ha va de tam je le je de na dong ha dan che ba sa vo de wa dan che ba sa vo cha dan ja ve dan yo la ne ba sa vo.
I have great compassion for all those who are suffering, the sentient beings of the 6 realms of the 3 worlds. May they be separated from suffering. May they have happiness. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. The visualized field of accumulation of merit dissolves into me.
Om Soba Vashuddha Sarvadharma Soba Vashuddha Sananga Chigubo Zongwadan Zen Deba Tamje Ramjin Jatabe Ramjin Tabansa.
All inner and outer phenomenal things subsumed into subject and object are purified into the nature of natural purity.
Om Shunyata Jana Bhadra Sobhava Emagova Om Sobhava Shuddha Sarvadar Sobhava Shuddha Dom Bang Le Cheye Kar Yong Se Jurba Le Bhagwa Chenrezig Sar Dong Jin Dong Drum Do Kar Chu Ge Shebe Shar Su Long Ge Shebe Shar Su Man Ho Ze 善，这个吃白善，把没结我的就结果，咱们这个参见。萨维萨尼多嘎塔摩迦，乌玛尼那陈瓦达贝玛赞，德乌玛尼那库罗达热瓦杰隆赞，德乌玛尼那求真杰萨。仁波切，对我们念那这个当着人把那电那龙个萨松，错见那些解这个那仁波切小巴东西拉着多结家，确些人没些人他。yo ma ya pop ba do be ma bo nya ma da be ma ga zen ba wo yon je ju ga na jin je lo pe ma se bo ra de tong ga tu yo chen wa zhe wo do家就是的嘛的没看来往可乐这边走，滚着白妈妈人不接世界，人把我引来这个沙洞。去见家萨将在北等。今日萨维萨，今天南拉头节，把这把想念周围东，有的人把我人的美，人不见那走不，我见年见可见。空间嘎拉塞摩多多夏萨德夏德拉索班泽巴哲巴达尔纳措杰东有达没有达江索勒勒德索现上波索涅贝泽杰杰。困难怎把天尊见他们人类萨摩也给中，滚到三千坚强，三界诺当着我也见他们是诺文人，滚到盖布下界山。也人不切当用没得根尘，真把用见大马什么人他怎么更多干？而且三年这个，我当用白妈妈不在。孙个大当人不见他错别，渐渐晓得对白错记，见白节目中有把要见他三界难忘他，更多马不三年等年真是。他家今年被节目中个有一千百这把这个家见诺十本的九年了，等见也够这本当不年把人他在当年把的用上，今嘛年干。也可罗尊巴没就巴 Japa Nyan Dorje Drum Dorje Vand Bato Bate Yom Kunda Zamo Nyeseb Yerambo Che Dumbana Taye Dang Jebate Yom Kukarmoni Mamo Yepe Magubatun Yotrabat Jebate Yom Drumanye Jang Ye Dorje Jadam Choje Tuje Chembo Dan Chunye Bate Yom Sherab Jepat Nagaboye Nesadram La Deng Jen Yum Na Yun Ju Jin Jin Sai Dem Je Je Jin Jin Ju Karan Zem De Da Tham Je Jang Ka Da Ba Sa Da Jo Pet Je Mo Zhong Ge Yo Ba.
Back to page 14. From emptiness arises a white tree, which completely transforms into a noble Chenrezig, with 1,000 arms and 1,000 eyes, with white body and 11 faces, 3 peaceful faces of the Dharmakaya, 3 smiling faces of the Sambhogakaya, 2 dark red semi-wrathful faces, 2 wrathful faces of the Nirmanakaya, and in the center, Amitabha. The roots are the 10 arms of the Dharmakaya. The main 2 hands are joined at the heart. The next lower 2 hold a mala and a lotus. The next lower 2 hold a wheel and round anointing vase. Of the next 2 lower, one is in the mudra of giving and the other holds a jewel. The next lower 2 hold a Nirmanakaya statue and a bow and arrow. The branches are the 38 arms of Sambhogakaya. The 19 right arms hold a jewel, a lasso, an offering bowl, a sword, a cross vajra, a water crystal, a fire crystal, a bow and arrow, a twig, a tail fan, a shield, a vase, an axe, a mala, a blue lotus, a sun, a moon, and a white lotus. The 19 left arms hold a cloud, an anointing vase, a yellow lotus, a white conch sword, a skull staff, a mala, a bell, a vajra, an iron hook, a monk's staff, a Nirmanakaya statue, a celestial palace, a volume of scripture, a wheel, an emanated form, grapes, a red lotus, and the 8-cornered jewel. The secondary branches are the 1,000 arms of the Nirmanakaya, making the mudra of highest generosity. In the palms of each is the eye of compassion that looks outwards to all sentient beings of the 6 realms, equally and impartially. The 2 legs are standing erect to quickly benefit all sentient beings. The body is adorned with head ornaments, earrings, short necklace, shoulder ornament, belt, medium-length necklace, long necklace, bracelets, and anklets. Various inexpressible precious jewels. The upper and lower garments are of various silks and draped silk cloths. The body is beautified with all the 32 major marks. A Hri transforms into Lama Yije Drukma. On the petal of the right, the sun, Norbu Zimpa, jewel holder, with a white body color, 1 face and 2 hands. In the left. On the petal, on the left, is the daughter, Rigna Zinma, holder of mantra. 1 face, 2 hands, holding a crystal mala in the right hand and a lotus in the left. The legs are in the sattva posture in the manner of paying homage. On the rear petal is the Buddha. Sitting in the Vajrapasta, ornamented with the major and minor marks of the Buddha, with all the aspects of the Nirmanakaya. There are 12 outer petals on the lotus. On the petals starting in the front, circling to the right, are first, Vairocana, the second, the mother Buddha Lochana, both white in color, holding a wheel in the right hand. Third, Akshobhya, and fourth, mother Mamaki, blue in color, holding a vajra in the right hand. Fifth, Ratnasambhava, and sixth, the mother Samatabhadri, both yellow in color, holding a jewel in the right hand. Seventh, Amitabha, and eighth, the mother Pantara, both red in color, holding a lotus in the right hand. Ninth, Amoghasiddhi, and 10th, the mother Tara, holding a green in color and holding a cross vajra in the right hand. 11th, Avalokiteshvara, Mahakarunika, and 12th, the mother Prajna Paramita, both white in color, holding a lotus in the right hand. Regarding all the above, the male has the left hand supported on the cushion. The female has the left in a mudra of great generosity. The right hand of all hold the symbol at the heart. They are all ornamented with silks and various jewels.
Yarye kange chamla tu sumji sanje tong zanye bo zan jo sem jalo jo ba shar go la ye ta ba jar zen kar bo jar zen pe wan zen ba ta la ma nye je ka Tarzan red humbo ya lenzem logor maya taba naja taba sebo sei shanzem nabgo tundra taba shakja singena lewan zemba yeda jetab nam khan zu mar bo rambo je Rumba Zamba Sango Nyarveta Chuja Nabo Mechon Zam Druga Druga Chalon Sin Pejin Jen Namja Lagun Tang Nam Nerden Jod Yoba Danye Jamba Wotan Rend Nenjar Wandan Jeja Zoward Gesar Metadan Sun Jeja Zoward Togar Bema Garbo Deva Dave Jenko Jevus Cheye Garbo Nebo was the Dava Ramjin Nesun Trip Gumba Dada Toje Chembo Lazo Gije Gandun Dumka Jun Damba Jun.
Page 19. In the courtyard of the palace are the 102 Buddhas of the 3 times in the form of bodhisattvas. In the eastern door is the Buddha of the gods, Genyen, extensive generosity, white, holding a guitar, piwang, in both hands, and the Buddha of the demigods, Tagzan Rig, splendid robe, blue, holding armor. In the southern door is the Buddha of humans, Shakyamuni, yellow, holding an offering bowl. In the western door is the Buddha of animals, Shakya Senge, black, holding a volume of scriptures, and the Buddha of the hungry ghosts, Namke Zo, sky treasure, red, holding a treasure box. In the northern door is the Buddha of the hell beings, Chugyal, Dharma king, black, holding fire and water. These 6 have the form of the Nirmanakaya, with all the major and minor marks, wearing the 3 Dharma robes, standing erect. I transform into the hero Hayagriva. Then, in an instant, I clearly arise, identical in form to the main deity generated in front, Chenrezig. The main deity generated in front has, in the heart, a white lotus with a moon circle. In the center of this is a white tree radiating light. inviting the deities of Great Compassionate One, identical to the meditation deities from their natural abodes, into the sky in front. Free from the highest abode, the natural spontaneous realization, unmoving from the realm of the unborn Dharmakaya, yet the form body manifests as a body to benefit beings. Please come here through the power of compassion. Free, Great Compassionate One, with all of your retinue, to benefit all sentient beings without exception. Make your compassionate thoughts stay close to me. Grant the blessings to remain because of the power of your heart pledge. Free. In the Dharmakaya, there is no duality, manifesting the Sambhogakaya form to benefit beings, manifesting everywhere compassionately in the Nirmanakaya form to benefit beings. I prostrate to the deity with the wisdom of the three kayas. Free, to the mandala of the Great Compassionate One, beyond the torment of the afflictive emotions of hunger and thirst, in order for us to gather the accumulation of merit and wisdom. Please accept this offering with delight. Hri, please accept these various outer offerings of water for the face and feet, flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and music. Hri, auspicious goddess, fill the realm of space presenting all phenomena of form, sound, smell, taste, and touch as offerings to delight the deities of the mandala. Please bless us by accepting this with delight.
Dharma Babunda Manga Samanda
Hri, there is no duality in the wisdom body, yet appearing as duality of the wisdom of Samaya beings. Please remain in the state of non-duality to perfectly perform the enlightened activities for the benefit of beings. Hri, from the five bodies abiding in the bodies of the five wisdoms, the five victors arise from the Ogmin realm, Akanishta. May I be blessed by the empowering Lord of the family. May the five families grant the realization of the five wisdoms.
Abe Kinza Ye Wan Goro Tob Dandun Je La Nam Je Wal Wanda Ring Wajin Arjur.
Thus accomplish the empowerment. The 5 family Buddhas ornament the head of myself and the deities in front as an indication of having bestowed the empowerment. Hri, in order to be one with the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, bless my body, speech, and mind, and seal by the blessing empowerment.
Kaya Sede Waka Sede Seda Sede Dan Don Zonkar Tam Je Tawar Om Karbon Demba Alma Nokar Hong Bonam Gosong Tuk Do Jesum Ranjan
In myself and the main deity, along with the mandala deities generated in front, at the forehead is a white Om, at the throat a red Ah, and at the heart a blue Hum, which becomes the nature of the Vajra body, speech, and mind.
Norva Zemba Semjo Tobje Zoranganze Shira Sematu Madhuvenarana Yemela Yeshela Yekolo Sonsalu Tuje Jembo Jinje Dolaze Nambar Namze Chir Nishinga Dorje Melo Yeshede Inchen Sanjo Nyam Nije Shida Nama Taye Soto Yeshede Nodun Trabasa San Kunga Yeshenga La Santo
Hri, Great Compassionate One, Deity of Wisdom Deities, Yige Drukma, the 6 syllables, Wisdom Source Mother, Norbu Dzimpa, Jewel Holder, the Prince who practices the Supreme Method, Rikna Dzimpa, Holder of the Mantra, the Princess who practices wisdom, deities not produced but primordially undifferentiated from myself, I praise and prostrate to the bodies of the 4 wisdom deities. Look upon all beings with eyes of great compassion. Vairochana, Dharma Dhatu wisdom, Akshobhya Vajra, mere wisdom, Ratnasambhava, equanimity wisdom, Amitabha, discriminating wisdom, Amoghasiddhi, all-accomplishing wisdom. I praise and prostrate to the 5 Buddhas of the 5 bodies.
Om Shepe Mane De Shore Ho. Om Shepe Mane De Shore. Om Shepe Mane De Shore Ho. Om Shepe Mane De Shore Ho. Om Yedharma Hedu. Hete De Ge Ta Ta Ga Do He O Wa Te Te Ge Ta Yo De Ro De Am. Na Sharma Na Ye So. Om Yedharma Hedu Da Ba Va Hete De. Mio Wa Te Te Ge Ta Yo De Ro De Am. Te Ma Sharma Na Ye So. Om Yedharma Hedu Da Ba Va Hete De. Ta Ta Ga Ta He O Wa Te Te Ge Ta Yo De Ro. Te Ma Sharma Na Ye So. Om Yedharma Hedu Da Ba Va Hete De. The Gandhara Narada Amate Ma Sharma Na Ye So. Om Yedharma Hedu Drabhava Hede Deke Tatanga Heyo Vate Deke Zayo Deke Avama Ma Sharma Na Ye So. Om Yedharma Hedu Drabhava Hede Deke Tatanga Deke Amate Mahasharmana So Uma Hum 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 Niben chuba pur tena malu badu kamsam be simje tamje la pobe lunga driba jan tuje jembe komba la ku donsam je den kamje nuje tamje tuje je la zo zo je Teta tamche jan dandan je la tongkor tamche je yege nga chok tong derwa da ju min che da yin ba ju.
At my heart is a Hri circled by the six-syllable mantra radiating light. At the heart of the deities generated in front is a moon disk with a Hri in the center with the six-syllable mantra radiating light in all directions, making offerings to delight the body, speech, and mind of all the Sugatas of the 10 directions. All the blessings return. The obscurations of body, speech, and mind of all the beings of the 3 times are purified by the light illuminating them, and they are established in the state of the great compassionate one. All the beings and realms in the universes become the deities of the great compassionate one. All these, myself, the main deity, the mandala deities generated in front, recite the 6-syllable mantra continuously, roaring like 1,000 thunderclaps.
자기들의 주로 남한에 양 뭐또 가시셔는데 강지 내 어떤 일이 잡혀봐 니면은 대비시 잡혀봐 안당들도 저번에 이시걸 이디마야 이디니 라 이시보다 답특마지 제벌제래 도탑 탐지가 찍도 두고래 쇼와 초 도탑이 되니 라 강이 받쳐봐요 도탑 탐지 찍도 두고 들이 이시스마 쓰래 이시스마디 랑게 셈 대식인보 장마디 대식인보 마디 이시스마래 들 이제래 다 와서 들었다고 생콩이 들었다고 말해야 돼. 오늘 다다더니 다 니가 가르쳐다 가래. 다다 차로라고 차송 때 차로 때다 접탑을 뛰니 쳤차고 야 차로 때 쇼고 요래. 인상이 기다다 초당 차로니도 거래 돼. 들이 때 도동천에 도관대다 소리네. 오 차로 때 쇼송은 초당 찍고 잡초 치고는 이들이 내가 치고 제다 말해야 돼. 대탑대 상마 그 동은 쳤대서는 나고 사지 까 용서도 너도 지키거든 자홍방호 다들 됐고 요래 쫄을 잡아가지고 주복 예세게 떠오르래 예세도 망머리 딱가리 시거든 하고는 저런 세미제 자홍방호도 요 말이잖아 오 이 지지됐다고도 요래 또 하다 너하디 이 담배치지 용디 뭐 파체 치는 때는 다 때려 요사말이 파도도 그래 쳤다도 그요 말 자홍방호데 재미게 돼 나는 뭐 초년 건드린 자홍방호 거리 재미게 요다 재미게 얘네들이 따지네들 사제에 가르쳐 제tab고 요래데 두탑들이 차고도 약속을 줬어 오 따진 차고도 가르쳐 나지 그 차공 차서 양단의 나지 용지 가르다 상제래 이마도 강하는 나디 되더니 다 삼지에서 잡지 치고래 버렸지 삼지 치고래 오거나 다 삼지 내려오려고요 말이 까빠타고 해보고는 나디에서 나오냐 봐 쳐봐봐라 이거 윤체배 받고 철마 소리가 나디에 이거 대사도 대부에 갖고 나오 잡아들이 데리들이 다 잡아버리는 게 소요에 데리들이 대하고서 싸울 때 하고 오 다산 촉생고 용어 때도 나지게 좋으니 하고서 니랑 이시다 니 가래 当地跟俺恰红恰说红的，一些是把这里，一些是把确里家做的，啥节他们这上这里，到了前面就神他就啥节得把神找过来的，两米差不多那种找过来。
So I want to start by saying Tashi Dele to all Dharma friends. And so I have some things I'd like to speak about. So looking at page 24 in this sadhana, the section on merging non-dually, the center of page 24. And so there's a reference here to the duality of the wisdom and samaya beings, that it although there's no duality, it appears that way. And so all sadhanas have, bring forth this aspect of the wisdom being, and really all sadhanas can be kind of condensed into, into the same core, or the same essence. So whatever deity is being practiced, all deities, whatever sadhana is being practiced, invokes these same core elements. So what is the wisdom being? We hear this reference to the wisdom being. So what is the wisdom being? Actually, who is the wisdom being? The wisdom being is actually, not separate from our own Buddha nature. The wisdom being is an expression of the Buddha nature, our own Buddha nature. And then the very ground of our being is, in fact, pure. But if that's not realized, if that ground of purity is not realized, then it's like we've become ice. It's like we become a chunk of ice. And so what do we need to do if we have a chunk of ice? We have to melt it with hot water. We have to bring hot water to the chunk of ice to melt it. And so in a way, these sadhanas are like bringing hot water in order to melt that ice. And so then there's this line in the section, the last line of the section, that says, to perfectly perform the enlightened activities for the benefit of beings. So that last line in this section. So this is really like the key point here, is why we're doing all of this. In fact, this is the key point of all the Dharma. You could say that all the 84,000 teachings of the victorious ones come down to this. This sublime Dharma comes down to this. And then the point here where it says Zahung Bam Ho, the wisdom beings dissolving non-dually into the samaya beings. And that is done in the spirit of the four immeasurables. You could say that the sadhana is built from the four immeasurables and contains the four immeasurables, and comes down this, in this merging also in the spirit of the four immeasurables. And in the end, this is like ice melting into the ocean. And the ice is our self-grasping, is clinging and concretizing the sense of self, reifying or concretizing that sense of self. And so to work with that, what we need is love and affection. Love and affection is not easy, actually. It's not easy to overcome the force of concretizing the sense of self. And so it's like we need a constant rain of love and affection, a continuous rain to soften this. And in my own practice as well, I saw that tightness of the sense of self, the I, that I was holding to, and I had to work with that continuously. And so if we want to bring forth, we have to rely on the qualities of bodhicitta, and to overcome this sort of self-centered grasping, concretizing the sense of self, the sense of I in the center. So all practice is really about this. It's for this. It's to melt the self-grasping at the core. So, in the qualities of the four immeasurables, we could say that the three first immeasurables also lead into the fourth immeasurable, which is immeasurable equanimity. So, what is equanimity? Actually, what is equanimity? And so it's not again referencing back to the sense of self. It's not based in self-grasping. It's based in the absence of self-grasping. It's based in not making any distinction between self and other. So it is a part or reflection of great compassion. Great compassion leads to great equanimity. And so when the mind of self-grasping falls away, then that sense of equanimity can come.
the Sanga Tatok, Nanda, Rexum, Hanga Chuku, Jericho, Mevan, the Tova, Rama Tete, this subject on me, but you talk about the Piggy. There is a Tuson Saji, Kusong Tok, Yemi Bata, Sanji Sanjeni, Toji, Jericho, me by the they have got the not all got the Gaya to the old, not all, not all the Ezekiel. Dark to that only don't share your rate. On that same thing was Tama, recall to save the Nakana, say, 3 chocolate Nakata, 3 shilling chocolate in Java, 3 same Nakata, 3 ton down with them at Taton Tong, that Tower Carrier, Tato Saji dropped, that's a gin of the Nidime, same Nakata with Charles. Lady Jatung Tower, there are 2 same chocolate Sona. 3 바토리 주 시설라 가려고 오 세부 삼치랑 저거 다가 지레들은 요거도 자 주는 길 다 타고도 다 로고들한테 동만 축거래 다 산지 거스고 다니 당강에 거스 접송세 라고 초학을 꿰지나 대전 두제 요거다 하고 그래.
And so on page 25, there's the second half of page 25, the section where it describes blessing the body, speech, and mind. And so it says, in order to be one with the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas of the 3 times. And so actually there's fundamental sameness between all beings, body, speech, and mind, and the body, speech, and mind of the Buddhas of the 3 times. Which is like the sameness of all the water in the ocean. Once the illusory ice melts back into the ocean, then the body, speech, and mind of all sentient beings is seen to be in its natural sameness with the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas of the 3 times. And so the enlightened body, speech, and mind of the Buddhas. So how do we get the mind, our own mind, and the mind of sentient beings to see that? It is through love and compassion. Love and compassion. And so we need to also have the understanding of that all sentient beings of the 6 classes have Buddha nature. They possess the perfect Buddha nature. Only temporarily do they appear in this sort of karmic body, which is because of karmic imprints. The bodies of the beings of the 6 classes of samsara appear simply due to the imprints of karma. And so it's like those appear, but it's almost like, they're subject to such impermanence. It's almost like they're here, but just for a moment, because everything's impermanent. Even the bodies of the beings of the 6 classes of samsara are like momentarily impermanent, appearing just because of imprints, just because of karmic imprints. But actually, in actuality, all of those beings are in fact Buddhas. All the beings of the 6 classes are in fact Buddhas. Just as it says in the teachings, all sentient beings are actually Buddhas, but are temporarily obscured. So actually, in the truth, there are no sentient beings. In truth. So given this, and how can we help beings? What is the main method to bring benefit to beings? It is through love. Actually, it is through love. The form of beings is like an illusion, like an illusory form. And so seeing the true nature of all these beings and possessing love for them, then we invoke what is called Introductory, the Vajra mind of empty awareness, or the Vajra mind of empty Rigpa. And so, and the Vajra speech is empty sound. And so to understand the Vajra mind of empty Rigpa, we need to understand emptiness. The Vajra mind of empty awareness, or empty Rigpa, the Vajra speech of empty sound. And so understanding emptiness, understanding that all compounded phenomena are impermanent, and the nature of self and other is just that. So this Vajra mind of empty awareness or empty Rigpa, so that is actually the nature of the mind. But normally we think this mind we have is me. It's me, it's my mind. But actually it's not. And here in this practice, we're saying, no, this mind is not myself. This mind is Chenrezig. I am Chenrezig. And so that is more in accord with the underlying nature. And so we're learning to rest in that true nature. And the true nature is also expressed by the Vajra mind of empty awareness. And so it is taught from this perspective that all appearances are the deity, all sounds are mantra, all thoughts are wisdom. And so this is the case for all sentient beings. And in fact, all sentient beings are indivisible from the enlightened body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas. And so the mind, in the end, is like space. If we look at the nature of the mind, it is like space. It is said that the Dharmakaya is like space. The mind is like space. This is the perspective of the ultimate truth. And so this is what we're trying to accomplish when we engage in a sadhana. So what are we accomplishing in a sadhana, in a druptap? We're trying to accomplish the level of awakening, or the state of Buddhahood. And so this is like an ocean, the state of realization. The mind, in the end, is the Dharmakaya. And if we can understand that, then when we experience the bardo, when we pass away, start to experience the different appearances of the bardos, then we'll be able to understand what is happening and recognize the three kayas of the Buddha. So it's important to understand these aspects of a sadhana. So we'll take a 30-minute break, so please contemplate well during your break.
다시들 들이서다 담택스마디 고소 담택스마디라고요. 담택스마디 그래. 담자 책고고 담자지는 학생 뭐지데 미창 뭐지데 장가 맞이데 내 담자 책고 책라들이 삼아야 돼. 담책라고요. 그때 세 담책스마디 타카다 거라 조주보고 담치 담책스마디 더 라고 딱고 세우라도 진짜고 요면 되면 참나 이 조주보고 또 대조 동시 발 들고 좋다. 그러더니 상하가 땅고 낚시 탐지 나 공리 탐지랑 얘기를 탐지를 저렇다고 요래 그것도 따와는 어디 지네들 좀 말이 그게 가가는 내 거라다 타가고 요래 그것도 타가고 대통이 담책선 받는 그것도 뛰는 막 가래 요리 오 다다 네 잡지수 자는 뭐게 룸 빠진 만난 거래 룸 빠데 조사 진짜게 좀 총능이 레스 들이 좀 총떨어지들이 랑들이 걸어들이 소자로 빠져 치마고 자로 건거 난 거는 안 낭송 대 빠데 가래들 담석이 오좀 조사신데 고만 송주 들이 잡고 꼼짝을 송주 대충 조절을 벌써 룸 그저 와대 끼야시어래지 오늘 룸아시고 며칠보들 아마 때저 끼야시행도 마토를 기자 지금도 가래 대 말에 콘소겠다 따고만 좁았으면 되다래 돈다대 하고래 남선이데 오 라다 달리 예미바 하고는 니랑 매와 그 따와대 요래 라당 예미와 들이 될 고속에 기자 시에 듣고요 마토를 거기 하면 마토 가래 니 요래도 매 타는 뭐 같이 그 라도 대봐야 요 말이야 가리나 다 그런 거 꺼져버려서 왜 타를 못하 같이 나 대봐요 다른 가까이 오래 타를 안 되나 요나 라니 왜 냠도 요자 랑들이 송춤을 타바당 조통을 저랑 니디 좀 그래 대대네 니디 담절들이 담책선 바지 그리고서 당하도 온 거요 뒤치 parte
So again, I'd like to say Tashi Dele to everyone, and a few more things I'd like to say. So in the practice, we visualize ourselves as the Samaya Sattva, as the Samaya being, the Tamsik Semba. We're supposed to visualize ourselves like that. So what is the Samaya being? What is the Samaya Sattva? The word samaya has the sense of making a commitment. I make a commitment. So, today, right now, I'm committing to, appearing in this form, to visualizing myself as the samaya being. So, today, I'm not going to sort of hold myself as myself. I'm going to hold myself as the samaya being. As the deity. So this is the aspect of like the pledge or the commitment, the samaya. And so this is in accord with the view of secret mantra. So we can see all of these images of deities above us around the room, all these tankas and so on, different kinds of deities that one could use as a support for visualizing this samaya being. And so from the perspective of secret mantra, all that appears and exists is, in fact, pure, is the state of purity. So we need the relative truth. We need the relative truth of appearances. We need the relative appearance of Chenrezig, for example, so we can see all the different possible forms that appear in the relative by looking at all of these tankas and images. So what is the power of the relative? So then there's So there's a famous tanka, an image of Tara, the very famous image of Tara that is spoken to Kensei Wangbo and so on. And so this image exists in like the current residence of Dzongsa Khyentse Rinpoche, and then this image spoke to the previous incarnations of Dzongsa Khyentse, and so we might think, why did the image only talk to these great lamas? Why did it not talk to me? But we shouldn't think like that. We should think and understand the meaning underneath. So the deity and oneself are in fact indivisible. This is what the view is here. This is what we're practicing, that the deity and oneself are indivisible. So we need to also have faith in the relative appearance of the deity. The only thing that prevents us from understanding this view of the indivisibility of self and the deity is that we have the obscuration of dualistic fixation. We have that obscuration.
오늘 라디 그도 문에티 지고 그도 서가 통고 요리들 제 라디 그도 진장 손이 베베 제들라서 보니 돈 그도 통고 남지 샤용 거냐 통나게 샤용 요리 제 라이브 이동화를 가 피바 가리 요리들 오 적진이 말리 바디 다운데 제들이 뭐 거래들 적들 남상 몇개 고치 적진이 말리 바서 초에 냠서 용하지. 오, 내 집안에 세 제트인 좀 말이지. 다 sem을 초하지 고생을 초를 내기로 고생 막 고생. 내 sem을 초하고 고생. 초에 냠서 용 제트인 좀 말이. 제트 좀 말이 하던 집보리에서 초에 냠서 용 말이. 주시된 지만도 봐지. 오, 제트 좀 말은 더 봐도 내가 담지라. 사촉 생구나 속인배. 대랑게 셈님만 단나 나 다디다 자니 오리 사축 셈그랑이 차고거든 나 저를 돌 내가 거로도 게를 타숙 사지 고마 타고거리 집지로 사축 셈그랑 저기 주시든 지만도 맞지 누지게 레서 봐 이 양대로 다래디다래들이서 이 가지는 집지로 저디로 나도 제일 저기 염집을 삼모디 이 집이 싫었대 티니 그래가지고 랑도르 비샵 데리데게 라고 피바데 데와트는 데리 요고요래 다다 데와는 요르티 아츠마 그랑게 삼제를 다다 데완 조고리 삼제의 소리 제티 로마레스 오 마음 빨아서만 봐도네 사족 생구랑 오늘 너도 사족 sem 제우나 바로 그 바도거든 니무좀 천랑 님이 성성 삼제 매일도 요래지 이성스럽게 나는 샤르고 들이 파샤르고 라게 유몰 파샤르고 플랑이 성성 저기요 말이지 저기요 말이지 저기요냐 소수랑을 죽고요 말이야 이성도 저기로 소수랑을 냐와나가 샤르나 좀들이 제티는 거 샤르 내랑게 세당 메서 랑 상황 찍자요 말 내가 차원에 오 스마파디도 그래 잡고 요래지 내가 다 적들이 타투 산제 고마 도고 요래들이 두시제 제만지만 두시제 레서 와서 적대 예발림바 초에 냠선 용아 두시제 제만지만 두시제 레서 와서 속 초왕 두시 남치데 대식이 뭐냐면 남치데 나디 박차 답자 좀 그래 대바다 생고말 대바라 내지레들이 다음 대바 산제의 용대리 접지로만 뒤서 그 산제 답제 그래 찍래 사지 탐지 찍으래. 들이 남시 대신 들이 들으시네. 집들이로만 되서나 집들이로만 딱 봐야 담들 다요 뭐지. 다들 미서 다들 다 총총들 배송총이. 제일 요래 말이를 요래 다들. 왜 라코트라? 라코트 다 다요 말아. 모자는 뒤서 모자는 거 적절은 나가 고 답답된 나답들을 그래서 무거운가요 우리 네 라코트 정도에도 가야지 집들 동아지 대리 무거운가 돼서 좀 가능성 맞은 배나 네 모자 다가 놓다래 모자 좀 답게 되는 모자 안 된다고 차서 니는 게 무슨 뭐지 요 말이지 그렇게 되시는 거서 맨날 가능성 맞은 데 모자에서 거의 하고 배대다 남리대 속도 됐다 요래 되는 누지게 레서 봐도 이제 좀 맞지나 이제 좀 찍붙이는데 라 탐지 라 서티를 대도 찍발이 이래도 이제 좀 사지 가리 드네야들랑 난 톡도 찍발이 라끔 파를 겁나 라마는 데 라바 가래도 라바 사족 셈을 데 사족 셈을 가래 집시라도 데 들리잖아 셈을 라마슈베 지시정하네 적신감이 라마들한테 셈을 라마 사족셈지 라마 사족셈을 다시네 라마 두섬 사제 담제 라마한테 라마 사족셈을 사족셈 지시를 더 터거리 들리는 냐면 하고 터고요 해지 들 사족 받으면 다시 띠발도 사제 토제들이 셈고라 왕토레면이 싸봐요 말해. 라그 셈도 삼제면 사제 일렙요 말해. 라그 셈도 박차사마 차성 자로사마 저도 약지쳐도 박차서 이제 사제 더 고마랑 셈에 사제랑 그 셈도 되도 고차. 또 탑은 탑 톱바디들이 라그 셈은 내로랑 나디 메바소네들이 남지 이시는 보터서 남지 실은 보고 남지의 단지 이유가 남지 이시들 내려가는 야야 나 샘을 걸어 남가다 나지 니요 말이 오다주 이시 이시들이 죽어 이시 죽어로 죽어 남가다 그래 들이다다 고하게 되니 대로 고나 되는 거니 남남신 예도 요래 오늘 편이 독대 대래서 될 망보도 시에들 망차고 다 하고서 그러 말이 또 다시 홍문제 다 때려 저 다시 홍제 샘돈이래 샘상제 동들이 저게 동다 때려 샘지 탐제를 사진이 보여 이 동다 때려 다 망보 차서 나 때려
So this case of the Samaya Sattva, or the Samaya being, the deity that we visualize ourselves as, and at the beginning, we visualize them in like a pleasing or delightful way, because we, and we want. So the reason for the pleasing or delightful form of the Samaya being, the form we visualize ourselves as the deity, is to help our longing faith to arise. So it helps stimulate our longing faith. And so basically, in relative truth, then things naturally appear how they are. And so so in the relative truth, according to how things just naturally are, then when there's an appealing form, then our eyes are attracted to that, our mind is attracted to that. So, and a pleasant sensation, then we're that's appealing to us. So this is just the nature of how the relative naturally appears. And then of course we want to experience that feeling. We want to enjoy or experience that feeling. So we might think, for example, in the case of, if we practice like a deity like Tara, and we think, oh, Tara is so beautiful, I want to practice Tara, Tara is so beautiful, but we shouldn't really think that way. Sort of our mind is then clinging on to, characteristics, fixating on characteristics like that. Actually, Tara actually is the very embodiment of bodhicitta. And so, we could think rather that if I were able to be free of self-grasping, of clinging on to this sense of self, then, I could benefit all the 6 classes of beings. So, and that kind of relating to Tara in that sense. Of course, we in our current relative state, we cling on to characteristics. We apprehend or seize onto relative characteristics. But as we recite a mantra of a deity, for example, Tara, then we should consider that Tara is kind of like the embodiment of the fruitional state of bodhicitta. And we should understand that the bliss and happiness represented comes from love and affection, and that actually is sort of what Tara is. The bliss and happiness of the fruitional state of Tara comes from love and affection. So then we can think in the future, if I'm able to give rise to bodhicitta, then when I experience the various bardos and move through them, then I cannot be experiencing or following just the 6 kleshas or the afflictive emotions, but rather be free of those kleshas. And so then you could say like the door to the lower realms will be closed. But this sort of means like, well, the lower realms won't be there for me. But actually, it's kind of like the lower realms may still appear. For example, the hell realm or the hell experience could still appear. But from my side, the seeds of experiencing it as a hell realm, that kind of suffering would not be there. So even if I was in a hell realm, I wouldn't experience it as a hell realm, something like that. And so, so it is said, in the relative truth, we cling, we're attracted to appealing forms. We want to experience pleasant sensations, and we constantly apprehend and grasp to external characteristics. And so, because of those tendencies, we accumulate karma. And so, of course, in the end, it is just Buddha nature that is our nature, and not seeing our Buddha nature, we cling to it as a self. This is just a habitual pattern. This is just an imprint or habitual pattern. And so, understanding all of this, we can develop this longing faith and see that, this sense of self that we have is so very small. It's so very small.
And then Rinpoche said about the story that what happened in the car when Rinpoche was in Tibet. So when Rinpoche and other people, there are total 5 people, but then this car, turned over, and then at that moment Rinpoche holds the prayer well and think Tara. So at that time, Tara protected all of them, because otherwise this car is damaged and damaged so much. So people says if because the car is damaged so much, so still you are saved. Here is unbelievable. So that's where Tara helped them during that time.
And so then, with the case with any deity, a Tara, for example, or any deity that we want to practice, then to understand also that the Lama, the aspect of the Lama, is bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is the result that comes from prajna or insight or wisdom. This is also clearly articulated in the Dzogchen teachings, where they say that the Lama is the mind of awakening, is bodhicitta. The Lama is like the mind, the Lama is bodhicitta. And so we can have that perspective, and until reaching enlightenment, then we can understand that one's own mind, until we can get rid of all the imprints or the habitual patterns, then one's own mind is the Buddha. Once the imprints it's only the imprints and habitual patterns that make it seem like we are an individual self, and our own mind is separate from our nature. But in fact, our own nature is the Buddha, and so that is why we engage in these sadhanas, is to realize that. So ordinary consciousness contains the element of self-grasping. It contains that concretization of the sense of self. But yeshe, or timeless awareness, or the wisdom dimension of the mind, is said to be like the Dharmakaya. It is like space. So basically, this is just the level of understanding to talk about these things. So what we really need to do is to put them into practice and gain some experiential wisdom. So I think I've spoken too much about this.
삼제 단지 매 봐서 뭐 삼제 치고 째는 다들 단지데 드바지네 니바들 사딩 띠지 드바들 다 사딩 나도 콜로공데니 이런 콜로고와들 드바들이 단지 미소는 작롱데 셔 작로 철려요니 이 드바들은 고당하게 당근이 사더라는 세민 제송들 드바지 이 드치들이 내가 sem지는 제아치 못해서 오 sem지 담소리 저리 대시기 뭐요래 대시기 뭐나 내가 작롱 다 마셔서 이제 타만 라래다 드치지 드리지 나다르섬 제송거리 이 동대 담보 드리 니버체 담보라 같이 다고도 체요래 체의 가리는 한 코르데 유니티에서서 곰톡거리 곰한 코르데 셈티니 제가 요래 어머니 빼메 홍제나 오 단로를 동대들이 뉴몽토가 감나 차요래 뉴몽토가 되는 것서 소소이나 더바들이 뉴몽버 토드메 바르치에서 파시적으로 열서 파시적으로 열서는 대들이 초사 점장의 책대니는 초사 거리다 너를 삼제의 체체 동요나 삼제 같이 체를 나디디 파시적으로 나디는 뉴몽 셔고 초사 삼제 같이 체를 나디디 셔고요래지 대랬더니 다 생고만을 대바지나 다어제 주바퍼리고 생고만 가려지는 산제 삼제 습지는 뒤에 끼와야 다 산제들이 빼가가 요래 주부 초대래 산제 삼제가 생고만 주바퍼 대로 산제 삼제서 하면 나를 템성대 가래 산제 템지 가를 내가 그냥 잡절나고 요래 습지를 피박가를 몇 개가 돼 로가 강해지로 로라지나 수고 사막대로 로가 작을 빼내는 게 사지 탐색이 모남들 사지들 모나고 또다 두고 요래 오 따라와 사지 탐색 선합되들 사지 탐색 또다 두고 요 다그스 안도 또 소소로서 암쪽 셈지나 사지 대지시 또 사지 탐색 사주 셈도 또 대선합 쳤되들 암 이게 요거 요래 상태들 들이 취지적으로 또 되나 셈지 탐색 내리 문에 셈지 문에지 요만 도라고 요 말이 차그럼도 잡지는 차그럼도 가셔야 돼요, 마들. 그것도 이제 취지도 또 대시기 뭐요 하고 들리나라 그랬었는데 뒤솔더니 뒤양때 고아 잡으면 좀 용고데 요아 잡으면 또 고데 근데 또 용들 다 그것도 용고요. 그것도 다좀 다다 얘기나기 고문 그리 산지 탑지사들하는데 그리랑 그 삼제 시에서 다들 딸 잡을 들이 감성심지 잡을 두고 많이 봐 감성심지를 동해 요리지 샘데 요리 사제 공방마다 동해 요리 때 하고 들이 제면 동해 요바들 얘기지요 다 잡송지 그리고 이 재미있는 다다 다삼바 재미된 게 재미있지요 그리고 초와제 요리 대시제 지만지만 이제 레소 와서 레소 레가서 다시 이게 당 집지들은 이제 뭐지요. 대래들이 사지 용된 차례 탐지랑 토고요. 사지 탐지디 책공대리 습지 탐지디 도지침을 하서 이제 저도 사지 삼제에 똑등하고 톱 나도 습지 탐지 나디의 양 삼인지께 습지 탐지 뒤속에 맞춰봐야 되는 말을 팽이오사 대리들 나시 탐지 다다 말을 참하게 말을 요지 하고 참만 줄 삼행제지 득하리 오만 배면 이 말을 거다가들이 다 초과서 자량만 보통 자동 대리 말을 자게 소라는 나주 주세 삼제 감정 주기 좀 삼제를 대리 얘네도 니게지 또 그들이 거다 대다 팽이오에 대리 책이 동나데 나디 삼제 두개 집을 와서도 저지 잘못 되셔서 참아치래. 또 그랬었지요, 뭐래. 대도 상네. 이때라 내는 상로다나. 내가 늦게 뭐 탐치 니는도 그랬다. 니봐 저봐 두시지. 니봐들 사정 안 좋아야 고 차서 당한 사태 대바시요. 니봐들 다사디 요티도 삼제다 하고 니봐들 저봐들 뭐 심지 탐치라 대체기 뭐요래. 두치들 셈지 탐지 사지라 저렇게도 이제 내가 틀리려 고문들이 비용대 사지에 타바침 도는 소리 탄적 something tun쇼나 감좀 바이 만남을 감좀 이제 소스면은 동체에서 내다다 이제 시행해요들 그 보진 시행을 타바침 도는 되게 이제 고문들 감좀 sem지를 배피하고 요래 이 고문 비용실은 이 고문자도 체를 들지도 받게 하거나 이거 소전도 받체를 요래 당연히 sem지를 피게도 없잖아 이 하고 그래 니는 감사해 피다데 도저집을 깔려서 선저성 나다 열대 가리들 잠벌을 자캅지는 내가 제니 정말 자캅이 나고 잡요래 자캅이 생기는 피바다 내가 실로 이미 이제 사와 피바다 제일 탐지가 생기 탐지 피바다 내가 죽고 요르베나 디땡이들이 제일 좀 탐지들이 사진을 좀 차대 요래 이제 생기 사진이나 들이 대는 이제 참아 사진이 어떻다 제일 바고 우리 것도 사진이 타나 담아 담고는 담아는 우리 사진이 가래 거기 담음에도 오는 거 나한테는 쏠때서 담을 나다 통통고 요래 비대도 사시바단지 저기를 특핀지 놓지 못했더니 한이 저 바래 가래전에 고도를 샘대식이 모두 사진이 내가 저와 샘지 비바도 들고 사진을 고토고 요래 들상하 당하는 장들 들이다 독자리 사람들이 싸워집니다. 더만 라래 당만 라 타방아 타방아 있다 마지인데 샘은 남도 마지인데 남도데 샘도 마지인데 타방아 되네 냠니 제박하는 남도 다보 마자 남도 파요 대시에요 작동할 마지나 가래 샘자 마차고 들을 똑똑도지 도지도 똑똑도지 잡을링 망보 셔청나 생활의 시기요 말 남가도 양도 대게요래 남가도 독토가 대화 쳐버려 야 지식하요 말이 때로들이 도지스 좀
So there's the element of reciting the mantra. So the phase of the sadhana where we recite the mantra, which has a visualization. And so we're moving through 4 stages. Approach, close approach, accomplishment, and great accomplishment. And so realizing the nature is in fact the nature of the deity, and trying to blend the deity in one's own mind, trying to mingle or blend the deity with one's own mind. So that's what is said to be needed. So what does this mean? How can this happen? So basically it's through love and affection. And through love and affection, self-clinging, self-fixation can be removed. And so then the element of accomplishment. And so we meditate on the mantra. And meditating on the mantra, then, it is like we can imagine ice melting into water. And so when we say accomplishment, we're accomplishing the deity, we're accomplishing sort of one's own mind as the deity, and having them being totally blended. And understanding that in the case of accomplishment, then we move into bringing to mind that all sentient beings have Buddha nature. And then we imagine that all of their ice has been melted, the ice of the self-clinging of all sentient beings has been melted. And then purifying obscurations, then all appearances, all sounds, all thoughts, all appearances, sounds, and thoughts can then manifest as a deity's mantra and wisdom. So then as the mind is meditating on the seed syllable and on the mantra syllables circling the seed syllable, then that's what the mind can consume itself with. And so what are the syllables around the seed syllables? Om Mani Padme Hum. And so as we visualize this and keep our mind focused on the syllables surrounding the seed syllable, we can think of the 6 classes of beings and all of their concepts, and the 6 kleshas, the 6 afflictive emotions, being transformed into the 6 paramitas. So as we visualize the Om Mani Padme Hum syllables circling, we can imagine that the 6 kleshas or afflictive emotions are being transformed into the 6 paramitas. And so basically, what does this do? It gathers merit and purifies obscurations. So all of these practices are about these 2 aspects of gathering the accumulation of merit and purifying obscurations. What is gathering the accumulation of merit for? It's also to help us purify our self-grasping, purify our clinging to the sense of self. And then light radiates. Light radiates out and makes offerings to all the Buddhas. And so it makes offerings. And then all of the blessings come back, and those blessings help us to purify our self-grasping. We imagine all of the blessings from all of the Buddhas come back and dissolve back into us. And then naturally, when our own self-grasping has been reduced and we've received all of these blessings from all the enlightened ones, we naturally want to benefit sentient beings. That bringing benefit to sentient beings is like the aspiration of all the Buddhas. It's like trying to fulfill the aspiration of all the Buddhas. So basically the blessings come back and reabsorb into us, and then they emerge and strike all sentient beings. And we can imagine all sentient beings as like tiny chunks of ice. And then as the light strikes them, then melts these tiny chunks of ice. And so then all appearances, all sounds, and all thoughts can appear as appearances, mantra, and wisdom. So this is only the level of understanding. We need to experience it. Of course, we need to experience it. And as we visualize the mantra syllables around the central seed syllable, this is like melting the ice. So when we think about sentient beings, all the 3 realms of beings, they have suffering. Suffering pervades all the 3 levels, the 3 realms of beings. And so we want to protect them from suffering. And so for that reason, we generate the 4 immeasurables: immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion, and so on. And so this is gathering the accumulations. And also then, because of their karmas, they are obscured, and so we want to purify their obscurations. Purifying that is also the work of compassion. And so this is then the expression of the qualities and enlightened activities of the Buddhas. So all of the Buddhas then, their blessings, we can say, condense into back into ourself. And this is purifying our own self-grasping. Then out of that, I want to benefit all beings. We give rise to that intention. And then with that intention to bring benefit to all beings, we recite the mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. And so all sadhanas have these 4 dimensions: approach, close approach, accomplishment, and great accomplishment. And so basically the dimension of approach, we're making a good connection between ourself and the deity. In the stage of close approach, we're understanding more deeply the qualities of the deity. At the stage of accomplishment, we are bringing the understanding that all sentient beings possess the Buddha nature. And in the level of great accomplishment, we take the position that all sentient beings can become Buddhas, can accomplish awakening. Then the phase of great accomplishment is engaged in from that perspective, that all sentient beings can awaken as Buddhas. And so then the three realms of sentient beings. So this is described in the Sutra of Great Liberation. As it is described in the Sutra of Great Liberation, then reciting this mantra even for one moment has greater benefit than saving the life of all sentient beings. Engaging in one moment of meditation has a greater benefit than saving the life of all sentient beings. And so if we understand the benefit of meditation, then we'll want to meditate more. And then as we meditate more, the actual power of meditation will increase. And so we should think about that. And just in this world that we can perceive, this world that we live in, there's all these different countries, and there are all the leaders of these different countries. So we want to bring benefit to beings. We want to bring happiness and blessings to beings. In fact, seeing that all beings are Buddhas is the truth. And, scientists might question this and say, really? All beings are Buddhas? But it is true. All beings have the Buddha nature. And this is taking the perspective of secret mantra. This is taking the Vajrayana perspective of pure perception, to see all beings from the perspective of their pure nature. And so all appearances are said to be deities, all sounds are said to be mantra, all thoughts are said to be wisdom. So this perspective is like the Vajra mind. Vajra mind understands that the true nature of mind is like the sky. And all sound is like mantra, all thoughts, in fact, are like wisdom. So we're practicing from this perspective of the three Vajras.
Page 29. The concise thousand-arm text.
Om Mahajoda Haya Deva Hombe Om Sobhava Shuddha Sarvadam Sobhava Shuddha Dom Bangang Le Drum Le Rambo Nu So Su Ran Ran Ge Mei Tang Yong Se Jir Ba Len Chu Ze Nam Zhan Jian Dong Ba Nam Ba Chu Same Je Deva Jin Ba Chu Zhen Sam Je Ma Ja Ba Chu.
From emptiness arises a drone syllable that transforms into a precious container. The initial letter of each of the offering appears and then transforms into the offering substance with the nature of emptiness. Through contemplation, they transform into an unlimited cloud of offerings, which has the power to produce never-ending happiness.
Om Beza Agava Om Beza Baden Aho Om Beza Bube Aho Om Beza Dube Aho Om Beza Aloge Aho Om Beza Gende Aho Om Beza Nevede Aho Om Beza Yaba.
Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 Chakravartin kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate aeon, manifesting whatever is needed to train those to be trained. I praise and prostrate to Tsumpa Chenrezig. To all of those worthy of praise, I always bow with bodies countless as dust particles. I praise you with supreme faith.
24.
Page 24 in the Read Chenrezig, small text. Page 24.
Lama Ranzan Tava Samje Tujuga Tamche Chinche Badarzan Sala Urdu Zor
From the life force, the Hong at the heart of myself, manifest as the Deity, light radiates, imploring the Gurus, knowledge holders, and the three roots mind streams. When every one of them has come like gathered clouds, blessing, empowerment, and cities are bestowed, and activities are accomplished. Hong Hui, from the very state that is completely pure and free of elaborations, appear the principle and retinue self-dynamisms of unhalting compassion. Send down upon this place the resplendence of your body, speech, and mind, and grant the 5 wisdoms supreme empowerment.
Om Mane Beme Hoja Mahakarane Sarva Sama Om Mane Beme Hoja Arabata Medashendaya So So